Hello, good evening once again. You are welcome to our free online graphic design course once again. And today we are officially starting the use of CorelDRAW. And so I would like you to pay attention and follow all that I do. Just practice. You can launch your CorelDRAW as I launch mine, and also be practicing with the tools as we learn all the tools in CorelDRAW. So the first thing, we have to open the CorelDRAW here. We can do that by double clicking on it or right clicking and selecting open. It usually take a time, so I have already opened mine, so I'll just go straight to that place. So I'll click on it. Yeah, and it will come. And so this is the welcome. This is the welcome screen of the CorelDRAW 2018. And if any version you are using, if you are using any other version, it also have the welcome screen. Just that maybe a little bit difference in the S5 and S6. So this is the welcome screen, and we have to click on new. These buttons, I'll come to them: open, document, and templates. I'll come to them later, but today let's go straight to learning the tools. So we click on new document. And it will open. Your own is not supposed to take time. The recorder I'm using is actually slowing down my immersion, so you need to exercise a little patience with me. So your own, I'm not sure it will take time with it. Okay, so this is the new document window, and we can decide to go, just click on OK and go, or here too we can do our settings. So let's say if you are coming to design something, let's say a flyer, and the flyer name, the flyer you are designing is, let's say, maybe the egg flyer. So you come to the name, you type egg, and the size of the flyer, the width will be, let's say, 6 inches, and the height will be 4 inches. So you set it here. If it will be 10, you just change it here to 10 and here to 5. Feel free, the units are here. If you know you don't understand inches and it's millimeters that you can go with, you can select millimeter. If feet, you can go with feet, but I prefer using inches always. So after setting everything, you choose whether the page should appear in a portrait or landscape. When you are done with that, a flyer, and we want it in a landscape, so I'll select the landscape, and then I'll click on OK. And so I'll be taken to the main screen. The workspace of the CorelDRAW software. Okay, so this is our CorelDRAW software. And today what I want us to focus on is the tools. This is our working area, or the document area. We have here the bar here. If you click on it, you click on the left button and hold it and drag it down, you take a ruler. This is the horizontal ruler, and this side, when you come here, you pull it like this. We have the vertical ruler. So these rulers, we use them to take measurements. You can use them to check the position of objects when designing. So we have our tools here, the menu bar, we have our title bar, the egg. You can see the egg displaying there. So this is our title bar, and then we have our toolbars. So this is our toolbars, or the toolbar, which contains all the tools that we need in order to achieve or to design or come out with something better. So to be taking the tools one by one and learn of their functions. The first tool that we'll talk about is the pick tool. So the pick tool, when we talk about one thing to that you have to pay attention in CorelDRAW, most of the tools have been put in the flyouts. When I say fly out, you realize that if you look at the pick tool here, there is a small arrow here. If I should click on the arrow, it gives me a fly out menu. So this is a fly out menu with additional tools in it, but they are not showing here, but they are in it. So whenever you see a small arrow there, you click on it, it will display another set of tools for you that you can use. So we have the pick tool, and the function of the pick tool is easy. It's just to position. It helps us to select, position, or transform objects. So let's say I have this object here. With me holding the, you see, before I draw this thing, I select what? Rectangle. So with me still having the rectangle, I might not be able to take it. If anytime I try to take it, it will draw another one. So if I want to take this, to what I do is I have to go there and then select the pick tool. Then now when I come, I click on it, I can take it. I can stick it anywhere, I can position it anywhere. I can hold this side and then transform it. I can give it a different size. I can take it anywhere. So that's the pick tool. So when we click on it to reveal the flyout, we have another tool inside. That's the freehand pick. So let's say you are working on a document with different types of shapes. Let's say you have plenty of your triangles like this, and you want to shift the middle two triangles. So in this case, you can't be taking them one because you want to take them at once. So you come here, click on this arrow, you pick the freehand pick tool. You come, you click here, then you select the two at the board, then you can shape it. So if I come, I click here, then I select the two. I can take it if I click. So with the freehand pick tool, use it to do that. So the freehand pick tool help us to select objects. The function is to help us to select objects by using a freehand selection, mark, or position and transform objects. It also helps us to position. So if I select, I can position it anywhere I want it. And also we have in it the next one. Bear it in mind that the tools I will be talking about the important one, those that will help us to, those that you'll be using frequently with in your projects, or those that if you start working, they are the tools that some of the tools are there. You get to know of their function as time goes on. When you are realizing you are doing this because of time. If I say I will take all the tools, it will take our time. We can't accomplish anything in this course. So let's come to the next one. The next one is the shape tool. If you want to know the name of the tool yourself, you can just put the mouse pointer on it for some time, like 1 second or 2 seconds, and then the name will appear. So we have the next one, the shape tool. And what the shape tool does is it helps us to edit a curved object or text character by manipulating nodes. It helps us to edit a curved object or text character by manipulating nodes. So when you come here, let's say I have this rectangle here. If I want to manipulate it some more, I want to give a different shape for it, I can come to the shape tool, I'll click on it, and then you see that we have some 4 dots at the end. So if I select this, I click on the left button on one of the dots and hold it and drag in, you realize that I'm I'm manipulating the nodes of this thing. In the same manner, I can just click on it and I'll click on this one. If I click on one side of the node of the rectangle, you realize that the other ones are white and the side that I click is still black. So meaning I can only edit that side. I can move that side. If I come here, I only move this side. But if you want to move all the sides at the same time, then you have to select all. So I can just click on all you select all, you click, hold your shift key down, then you select shift key down, then you select them. So now you can move this. You can work on all of them at the same time. Also, let's click on it. In it we have another things in it. If you click on the arrow down, you have another tools in it. You have the smooth, the smear, the twirl, attract, repair, smudge, and roughing, which you might be, let's say when we start with project, we might be talking about them one by one. So for now, let's just jump them and move ahead. The next one we have is the crop tool, and the crop tool help us to, you all know when in Microsoft Word, when we talk about the crop tool or talking about cropping a picture, meaning we are taking some portion of it. So the crop tool help us to remove the areas outside the selection. So the area, so if I select this side, let's say I select the crop tool. If I select here, meaning I'm removing all these sides, and I want to keep the one that I've selected, so I just double click in it, and you realize that all the sides has gone and the selected part is still there. So if I select here, what I mean is that I'm doing away all the size that I do not select, and I want to maintain the one in it. So if I double click on it, it will go. So that's the crop tool in it. Also in it we have eraser, that we can use it to erase. When you want to erase, after selecting the eraser, you can come here and then you increase the thickness. Let's say I can increase the thickness. See that it has changed now. So I can clean it easily. You can clean some part of it. So that's the work of the eraser. Also we use it to clean. Now let's move to the next one. We have the zoom tool, and then everyone knows what zoom is. We have zoom and pan. So the zoom helps us to just zoom in. When you click, you are zooming in. And you zoom in, we have the minus sign here, which is we use it to zoom out. If you want to go, you go like this. So we have the zoom in and the zoom out. So to the zoom, the how to call it, the shortcut for the zoom key. If you don't want to go, you just press on the control key, then you go plus. So control plus will zoom in, and then F3 will bring you back. F3 is zoom out. So the shortcut key for zoom out is F3, and the zoom in is F3, and zoom out is control plus. You do it simple. Now let's move to the next one. We have the freehand tool. We have the freehand tool. That will be, and the freehand tool also help us to draw curves and straight line segments. It helps us to draw curves and straight line segments. The shortcut key for it is F5. So if I click on F5, it has changed to it. So now you see I have the freehand tool without pressing on it. I just click on F5 and I'm having it now. So I can draw anything. This freehand, you can draw anything. You can draw a line. If you want to draw anything at all, you can draw it. So I can take this and try to draw something. Just draw something, anything at all, freehand. Mostly at times some people use it to even do their signature. When they are doing the electronic signature, you can come freehand in CorelDRAW. Just do your signature. Nicely. When you are done, then you group it and you use it as signature. So that's the freehand tool. In it also we have different. If you click on the arrow, we have the B point, 2-point line, which we use to draw a 2-point line. So the 2-point line help us to draw a straight line by drawing from the starting point to the end. So it's just drawing a line from its starting point to the end. So let's say like this. So this is a 2-point line. help us to draw a line easily. Just like that. We also have the bezier tool. The bezier tool help us to draw curves one segment. To draw curves one segment at a time. So if I take it, the bezier tool, I can just draw, and I can take it. You can use it to do anything. Draw it like this first. You can shape it at any. You can do it to get any shape you want. So I take it right. Okay, I'm just doing something rough. When we start with the project, you see how to use them effectively to draw to come up with good designs. We also have the pen, also for lines. The pen is also used to draw curves in segments. When you draw, you get to the place you want, double click to end it. So you draw it. So the pen there, it helps us to draw line segments. In the first way, when you take it, you just go click one, 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 then end it. So it will help you to draw anything at all you want. Okay, so let's go inside again. We also have the B spline. This spline is very nice when you click like this. This B spline, we'll be talking about its function also. When I'm designing, I can even use this B spline to take away background of a picture. It's very pretty. You will not see the use of it now. When you start a project, you know the use of it. I can use it like this to take away a background of a picture. I always use it whenever I'm using CorelDRAW. I use it, especially when I'm dealing with pictures. So I use it to take away backgrounds nicely. We also have the Polygon tool. We have the Polygon tool, which also helps us to draw connected curves and straight lines in one continuous action. So when you have this, oh, sorry, let me select it again. The Polygon, it works in similar like the pen. So if you want to draw a triangle, you don't have to struggle. If you want to draw a triangle, just come 1, 2, 3, and 4. You are done with your this one. We also have the 3-point curves, and all those things, but that one we are jumping them. When we are using, it's time for us to use, we'll talk a lot about them. So let's go to the artistic media. Artistic media is actually a fun part of this thing. We use it for a lot of things. Most people, when I was new to CorelDRAW, that's the very part that I like most. I use it to do a lot of things. When you take it like this, you just draw a line, give you the sign you have here. So you come here, you can change the sign to anything you want. So let's say you are designing something and you want a certain rough background. You can come to the artistic, just do it like this. Just need a rough background, so do it like this, then give it a sign. That's the background you need. So you can select this one, you change the shape to anything at all you want. You can change it to anything. Very nice. You can use it for background. I'm just using a rough, so you not see the effect of it. When we start, you know the effect of it. When it's time for us to design. Okay, let's move ahead. Now we are coming to this tool, the rectangle tool. The rectangle tool, we use F6 to activate it. So if I leave there and I press F6, I have my rectangle. And we use it to drawing our rectangle, square, and all those things. You can use it to do our. So that one is just simple as, and we have the 3-point rectangle. Just look at it. As simple. That's simple, very, very simple. We also have our ellipse tool. So if you are from a rectangle F6, you come to ellipse F7. Ellipse tool is easy to draw oval, circle, whatever shapes that you want out of this, you can get it. Then you come inside, we have the 3-point ellipse, which also comes in this order. Then we have the polygon. With the polygon, we have a lot of shapes in it, and I think we have to talk about them, but they are very, 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 very. So we have the polygon, we have the star. They are all usual shapes that we normally see. The star, the complex star, impact tool. Let me try the impact tool for you to see. This is the impact tool. That's how it is. Give you a nice thing. You can fix it in your background to create something. You can use it to fill in a circle and whatever it is. We also have the complex star. You can change the shape, the size. You can increase it. If you want it, do it the way you want it. And if you color it very nicely, you remove the outline. Be nice for something. They are all normal shapes that we use. Then we have the graph paper, we have the sprayer, we have the basic shapes, we have arrows. When you click on it, they come here. You can come here, then you come and choose the arrow you want. So if you want this arrow, choose it. You just click and you draw it. If you want a different arrow, you come here, you choose it, and you draw it. We also have the colored shapes that we use to demonstrate. Let's say you have a picture there and you want to show a write-up that the person is the one saying. So you fix this thing on the person, then you do your typing in it, you put your word in it, what the person have said in it, very nicely. So talk about them here. Quickly, let's move. We'll try them. Once we are there, be trying them one by one. You know their function. You take them and be trying, and you ask me any question about them, and I will teach you. If I say I will take them one by one, time will go. So let's just try and finish all the tools today. So let's come to the next one, the test tool. The test tool, from F7 you go to F8. F8 will pick the test tool for you. So F8, you see I've selected it. So test tool, if you want to type something, when you pick it, you click anywhere in your document, then you can type. you can type it quick. So anything you want to type, you need to select the text tool first before you can type that particular thing. So then we have the table. If you are using S5 and S6, you will not see the table there, but S7 and 8, we have the table here. You click on the table, you draw table easily, like how we do in Microsoft Word. When you are done, you can come here, you can add some to it, or you add some here, and that's it. That's the table. Then we have per dimensions. This one, let me jump it for now. I don't want to talk much about it. Let's quickly go to this place. We have the transparent tool. The transparency tool, we use it to make an object transparent. The transparent tool help us to partially reveal image areas underneath the object. So let's say if I have this here and I want it to be transparent, I don't want it to be dark red because maybe I'll be putting it somewhere here, and so I don't need it to be that pure red. What I'll do is to make it, let's say if I put it here, you see that it has covered the whole thing. So I can just select this one, come to the transparent tool, click on it. When I click on it, then we have a bar under here. I can just type direct in it 50%, or I can just hold it and be pulling. I can hold the bar and be pulling. You realize that it's going down. So that's the work of the transparency. The transparency tool, we use it to, you look at, let's compare something. When the red is there like this, you see that you are not seeing this one where this design is not out where, so it's not nice to us. But if I'm using the transparency tool, you see that it was able to blend very well. The red was able to blend with the ash. You look at it, you see. So now it's very nice. You can use this for a background or to do something. Very, very neat. So that's the work of the transparency tool. Then we have the color eyedropper tool. The color eyedropper tool, it also helps us to pick sample colors and apply them to objects. So let's say I have this color here and I want the same color for this object. I don't have to come and click and be doing transparency again, no, or be creating another red for it. The only thing I have to do is come to the color eyedropper tool. I'll pick it, come here, come and put on it, and then I'll left click, then I'll come here, then I'll left click again. I can come here, left click, I can come here, left click, come here, left click, and left click. So what I've done is I've picked a sample color from this, and I'm using it to apply to this one. Right, depending on how you, I know some of you might be thinking that the color is different, but if you put it to where you get it, you see that I'm getting it, the correct color. Put it is, so that's it. So I don't need to go and miss any color, I just pick it anywhere. If I have any color and I want it to affect, I just pick it and I'll affect it to everything. So the color eyedropper tool also helps us to pick sample colors and apply them to different objects. It also have a flyout. So if you go, we have attributes. Let's say I have this, the attribute eyedropper is also there. And what it does is, let's say I have this here, and the color, I want the size of this arrow here to be the same as the size of this arrow. So now what I'm doing, I select this one, I pick the attribute eyedropper, then I'll come here, properties. What do I want? I don't want the fill, but I want the size. Effect, no, I don't want any of this. So the size, so I select size, then I'll come here and I'll click on it. So you see, if I click on this, oh, because it's a table, and so anything you choose, meaning I'm applying the size of this arrow to these ones. I'm applying the size of this arrow to these ones. Then we have the interactive fill. The interactive fill, which also help us to fill objects. So let's say if I put this, mostly I use it to do a lot of things. And when we start, you see what I mean, a lot of things. Let's say I have this design. I have this. I can put another thing here. I can put another thing here. And then I need some design. So what I will do is I want to fill this side with a different color. The inside, just this inside with a different display. So I'll come to the interactive fill. I'll click on it. I will click and drag. Then I'm merging colors rather. Sorry. I'm mistaking it with the smart fill. Sorry. So it's rather the smart fill that I want to use. If I want to fill this place, then I should be using the smart fill. So I click on the smart fill, then I'll click here. So meaning the inside now can take a different color. I can give the inside different color. And what thing is, whenever you use the smart fill, it creates an object for you. So I can just take this object, and now it has given me my shape. So I can use this thing to get different shape. If I want different shape, I can just do it. Just come to the smart fill, fill it, then I have a different shape. I'll be using it to create different shapes, and we'll talk about it. By interactive thing, the interactive fill, that's the G for shortcut. So if you click on G, it's the shortcut for interactive fill. That one we use it to blend colors. I can add 2 or more colors. So if I click here and I drag like this, here is I can add here. Let's say I select this side, then I'll do it red. I can take blue. I come and double click here, then I add blue there. If I double click here, I can add different color there. If I double click here, I can also add different color there. So that's the interactive fill. So that's it for today. I just want us to know about the tools, so that, and their names. So for you to know best, what you have to do is to open your CorelDRAW. Those of you who have it already, those of you don't have it, click on the link and open it, and be going through them one by one. When you click on it, just try to use it to do something, and try to use them on your own. Try to learn them. And I'll be attaching a note to this particular one, giving you the function of each and every one of them. The function, what we use them for, what you can use them for, and their shortcut keys, how to get them. I'll add a note to it. So let's try our best and be committed to the class. Thank you all for watching. Thank you. See you again same time tomorrow.